Hello everybody, and welcome to another episode of Path to Petalburg with me, Norman. You see here that I'm facing my opponent Tom, better known on the battle spot as BlazikenBurner. He is doing pretty well on the circuit so far this year in the Play Pokemon circuit, and he's going to Nationals in on the weekend of the 4th next month. So I'll be hoping that he does well and makes it to top cut. But in any case, we had a practice battle of best of 3. And this is our first match together. He has Thundurus here, Amoonguss, Landorus, Therian form, and a Metagross, and I have a a Talonflame, a Tyranitar, a Gardevoir, and an Excadrill. And it is a pretty good battle. It shows just how our teams are fit to run, and it shows just what both of us are good and weak at. So without further ado, let's get into this match. So I begin here with my Talonflame and my Tyranitar, and they begin with their Metagross and their Landorus. Now, I won't say what the rest of their team comprised of, but their team was kind of Talonflame weak, so I tried to take advantage of that by forcing them to bring out their Talonflame counters. And you see that their Metagross does indeed Mega Evolve this first turn. Really not a reason for it not to. And anticipating the Rock Slide coming out, I protect my Talonflame. And knowing his play style, I figured he would protect this first turn to scout moves. And the Rock Slide does indeed come out from the Landorus. Only going to target that Tyranitar this turn. And thankfully no flinch, so I'm able to get the Ice Punch off here. And because of the Choice Band, the Intimidate only knocked me down to normal attack power. And times 4 will definitely knock out the Landorus. So turn 1 played out perfectly for me. And their Amoonguss comes out now. I want to save this Talonflame for later, so I want to give it a free switch into my Excadrill. And I did correctly anticipate the Rage Powder from the Amoonguss, and I'm just going to let this Tyranitar get knocked out. Not really too worried about it staying in the battle now because it's locked into Ice Punch. So my Excadrill and my Talonflame come out with free switch-ins, and I'm pretty happy about that. So seeing the bad matchup, Tom here, BlazikenBurner, is going to switch out their Amoonguss. And it's pretty good that they did, because I targeted it pretty hard this turn with the Earthquake here, doing damage to both the Metagross and possibly the Amoonguss, and I used an Overheat here. Not on the Metagross here, but on the Thundurus instead. I was predicting the protect from the Metagross, but he smartly did not protect it this turn, and is able to get his Zen Headbutt off and knock out my Talonflame. So good prediction there by BlazikenBurner. But because sand is still, I am still faster. So Gardevoir comes out here, and this turn Metagross does protect. Very smart move on their part. And Thunder Wave here comes out, trying to get the paralysis onto my Gardevoir. Really is probably their best option. And I protect the air, showing his stuff with the Earthquake Avoid, and shows that my Gardevoir does have telepathy in base form. Psychic here is going to do some damage to Thundurus, not quite enough though. And I max special attack Gardevoir, so it shows that it's pretty especially defensively invested. Definitely comes in handy in later battles. And so this turn they're going to switch out their Metagross, not wanting to take the risk of a double protect fail, or just attacking into an Earthquake. I fear this is going to be the case, so I just make up this turn up with my Gardevoir, and I don't go for the Earthquake this turn with my Excadrill. They opt to do the taunt here, thinking that I might be using a tech move like Trick Room or Protect. Or not Protect, something else. So Rock Slide comes out and knocks out the Thundurus, does a bit of damage to the Amoonguss. Hyper Voice here will do a lot more damage to it, bring it down to about half health. But because of that not very effective attack, it's going to do less damage than I hoped. Metagross does come out as their last Pokemon again. And since they are the fastest Pokemon on the field, they're going to Iron Head and knock out my Gardevoir. So now I'm able to freely use the Earthquake, and I'm going to knock out this Metagross. If it had knocked out my Gardevoir, it would have been fine, because an Amoonguss can't really do too much against an extra drill by itself, aside from maybe hoping for a 3-turn sleep, and it's more important that I get the damage off. So I'm going to Earthquake here on the Amoonguss, and it's going to knock it out for the win. So as far as opening matches go, that achieved all the goals that I really wanted to. I was able to confirm some of the moves and the speeds of certain Pokemon, as well as get some glimpses of certain EVs on the defenses and attack values of certain Pokemon like Thundurus. I was able to confirm that it was highly specially defensive, and I was able to confirm that the Landorus was indeed sorry, I wasn't able to confirm that it was scarred, but I suspect that was the case. And the Metagross was pretty highly invested in attack, so it might have been an adamant nature variant, but it could possibly be a Jolly too. So I was able to take that first battle, and it was a very fun one. I haven't done a lot of best of 3s lately, especially not against highly rated players, but it was definitely fun to do, and I hope you enjoyed watching it as much as I enjoyed playing it. So if you like this video, give it a like below, subscribe to our channel for more updates in the future, and check out our Facebook page, Competitive Pokemon Battle Network, link in the description below. Thank you all for coming out, and I hope to see you next time.